All right, ladies and gentlemen, game number 5. And we have King Hunter with the black pieces. And once again, it is the French, but this time a different variation. Oh, there's actually a line I play myself with white. So let's see. Bishop e7, okay. Bishop e2, a6, castle b5. So this is a rather tame line white chose here. Castling short, but of course also possible. Knight b1, I've never seen this before. Quite unusual, but okay. Knight b1, queen b6, c3. And here I think the first moment, you play bishop b7. This is like a move you might play in blitz. Just, you know, develop a piece. Looks reasonable, right? But the bishop is not well placed on b7. What is it doing there, right? It's not doing anything. It's just making way for the rook. Because it's biting the pawn on d5, and this will not change anytime soon. So the bishop in the French, as we know, is often a little bit our problem child. We need to take care of it. And in this kind of structure, usually what we want to do is play a5, bishop a6, b4, so we can trade our problem child against the good child here on e2. Okay, maybe I should stop with that metaphor, but we should trade the bishops, the light squared bishops. That's all I'm trying to say. So a5 followed by b4 is the way to do it, or first bishop a6, doesn't matter, play b4, and you're doing well. Get rid of the bishop. Yeah, just get rid of it. I mean, I think this is one of the key points you want to take away from this game, especially if we consider how the game went and how it ended. It would be nice to trade the bishops now. And then you're doing really well. I mean, also the light squares will be weakened in the white position. You're claiming more space here. Maybe you can push a4, knight a5, and so on. Typical stuff, right? So I think this is important here to remember, to trade the bishops. Because on b7, it's just, you know, not doing anything. Just standing there, watching, just watching the action without being involved. Knight bd2, castle a3. Once again, here a5 would be the way to do it. a5, b4, bishop a6. Still the right plan, as well as here, still a5. Okay, but if you didn't play it earlier, obviously you're not suddenly gonna magically come across it. So you take here. Okay, this is the second important moment. You play f6. Hold on a minute. Didn't you just say in the chat that I taught you to not move the pawns in front of your king, and now you play f6? This is a little bit paradoxical to me. You see here, these are your pawns in front of your king, and if you move any of them, it might be h6, but even with that move, I'd be careful just because there might be some sacrifice. So just leave it until you have to make a pawn move. f6 is just helping your opponent here to get to your king. That's all it is. There's no benefit for you to take on e5. Yes, you open up the f-file, but white will better be equipped to use the f-file because he has more space and he can take better control of the squares. So this is just helping your opponent. Maybe you're playing for the cheapo here with the pin on this diagonal. Like if white plays a move like that you could take twice, something like that. Was that? Maybe you're playing for it, even though here white can still attack it like this. I don't know, but in general, like I said, here this principle very much should be applied, that you shouldn't move the pawns in front of your own king. In general, what I also learned back in the day is that, you know, attacking the pawn head, in this case e5, is not really that effective because, yeah, white will just take back. We want to attack the pawn base, so in this case d4. Of course, it's not that simple here, but yeah, attacking a pawn on e5 is just not doing anything, it's just hurting you. Okay, queen e2, takes, knight a5, and here we see what I mean. If white plays king h1 here, you might be surprised to learn that white is already winning here. White is not up any material, but he's already winning because the attack will become too strong. And I mean, it's not really that surprising, right? Because look where your pieces are. 5 of them are on the queen side, and like a lot of the white pieces on the king side. It's like 4 pieces here on the king side against your 2 pieces. So if you go knight c4 now, knight g5, bishop takes, queen h5. This is why king h1 was played, so black cannot take on e3. And yeah, it will be tough. Very tough. I mean, g6, white just kills this pawn. This will be... you won't survive this. So the queen is so far away, I mean, what to do? Yeah, and I don't even know what to suggest here. h6. Oh no, there's queen g6 immediately. Yeah, no, this is looking bad. This is looking pretty bad. Yeah, so this illustrates my point, hopefully, that there were some drawbacks to playing f6. Okay, h4, knight c4, rook ab1. Okay, and here actually you're back in business. With this knight on c4 just in time. You take on e3 now. This is possible, but yeah, I'm not too happy about it. Either play h6 here, just to take the g5 square away, or you could play a5. Once again, it's a little bit slow maybe, but it works to get b4, bishop a6 in, and trade this bishop. I mean, you definitely want to get rid of this bishop. It's such a strong piece here, aiming at h7. So this would be one way to do it. Knight g5 now, you could take, and important here is that you have this move. And this is fine for you. For example, knight c4, d takes c4. Okay, this would be like Christmas for this bishop on b7, opening up and something like this. But okay, this is like the best you've ever seen in the game, right? This is equal, but okay, I mean, I would definitely take black here. This is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, knight takes e3, I don't know. I feel like this bishop is worse than the knight. This is not the problem you're facing here. So, but by taking, you also take away these options of tactics on e5. Just they don't work anymore. So, yeah, I think there was no rush to take on e3. h6 also very reasonable. Because not so clear then how white will continue. I mean, he cannot magically beam the queen to g6, fortunately. So, not so clear. You should be okay here, actually. After knight takes e3, queen takes, you would need to play... yeah, move like knight c5. That would be nice. I'm not sure if you consider this move. Obviously, white cannot take, because pin and win. And after bishop c2, again, something like b4, and creating play. You need to create some play here as soon as possible. Or, okay, if you didn't see knight c5, once again, I mean, I've repeated this so many times now, you probably get tired of hearing it, but a5 followed by b4, let's say, or b4 first, maybe b4 first is better, just in case, just not to allow white to play b4 after a5. b4, knight g5, takes, a5, try to play bishop a6. That's what we want to achieve. And trade this bishop. The best piece that white has. I mean, best minor piece. After queen d8, it will get really sad now, because now you're just stuck with 2 bad minor pieces, right? The bishop, which has been bad all game, and the knight on d7, which also is not seeing the light again there's no perspective. Even if it went to b6, white could just play b3. So at this point, I mean, position is just busted strategically because you bad minor pieces and you have a lot of dark squared weaknesses. So there's not really much hope here, I think. No. So we can play through it pretty quickly, but there was just nothing to do. And now you see what I mean. Okay, even if we traded these bishops now off the board, you would be still in severe trouble. But with the bishops on the board, it's even worse because you're just playing with a piece that doesn't have any effect. So white is having easy win here. Of course, also because of this protected pass pawn, but even without it, position would be one winning for white because of the dark squared weaknesses. Yeah, and the bishop is trapped. Kind of a symbolic end to this game because it feels like because of this bishop you lost because you didn't trade it at some point earlier, like I said 1,000 times with a5 and b4. I'm sure you'll remember this one from this game, that this is a common plan to play a5 and b4 and trade the bishop via a6 against a good light squared bishop by white. All right. Wow. Well, thank you so much for your comments, Ian. First of all, thanks for all your help over this last 16 months, you're saying. I didn't realize it was so long. That is really a long time. And yeah, I'm glad it was helpful, and I'm glad you see your chess improving, and you're welcome. And thank you for supporting me through Patreon. I mean, this is a two-way street, obviously. And who knows, maybe this format will come back in the future. Nobody knows at this point, but I decided to have this as the last stream for now. But it's been a while and I enjoyed those, and I think those streams and those game analysis also were really helpful for other people. So that's why I did them, because mostly on my channel it's about top game analysis, and you know, those top guys, they are there for a reason. They don't make like basic mistakes, and so it's like chess on a much higher level, and sometimes it's good to go back to the basics and cover games like these ones where we really can talk about basic strategic ideas, and I think this is where a lot of people can benefit the most. So I think this whole format was a good one, and who knows, maybe we'll come back in the future, but for now this will be the last stream and the last Patron game analysis for now. So thank you very much, Ian, and also all the others who are contributing through Patreon for their support. And yeah, I'm glad it was useful, it was valuable, and I wish you the best of luck in your future tournaments. And of course the same is true for Mario as well. And in fact, everybody who's watching here, I hope you're taking something and it helps you in your future games for sure. Tilo asked the question, Nicholas, congratulations to 5.5 out of 9 at the Isle of Man. So this is a tournament that just ended. I came back from it yesterday. What do you think of your performance? Are you satisfied? Yeah, no, I'm not satisfied, because my goal was to play against strong players and I only played against 2. One of them was Wesley So. That was great to play against such a strong player and actually be on par with him. I lost, but I gave him a really good fight and I could have gotten a draw. So that was good to see that this is possible. But I would have liked to play against more strong players, and I just didn't manage to beat the slightly lower rated players like 2450. And I made too many draws with them, and then I just wasn't paired against stronger players. So no, I'm not satisfied. I'm satisfied with the finish. I made 2.5 out of 3. that was good. So at least I'm not losing a lot of rating, like 2.5 points, which really doesn't matter. But yeah, I'd hoped for more in this tournament. But it was a great tournament. I love this tournament. Yeah, it's my favorite tournament, I think. All around, just great. So I will probably be back next year and probably also do some game analysis. Definitely of my game against Swissy, so and maybe some more. But yeah, we'll see how my time permits it. And thanks to Mario, who's saying, wish you success in your chess school. Well, maybe I should say at this point the chess school will be at first only in German. Maybe at some point there will be an English one too, but will be only in German. But thank you. So yeah, this will be coming up soon. Working a lot on it. And Victor is asking, it was really helpful, but how can I get better at strategy? Can you, for example, recommend some good book or something? Victor, in the description there is a link, book recommendations. It should be in the description. Otherwise, let me know. And this will lead you to my website. And I'm just checking the chat. Ah, yeah. No, this will not lead you to my website. This will lead you to the Amazon store. Even better. And there it has all the books that I recommend. Isn't that nice? So let me put this in the chat for you to check out. And there you will also find some books about strategy. I like especially Chess Structures. It's about pawn structures. And the books by Johan Helston, Mastering Chess Strategy, and there's also one about opening and endgame strategy. And what else is here? Let's see. Yeah, those are the ones mainly about strategy. Yep. Okay. All right, you guys. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see each other pretty soon. World Championship and stuff. Looking forward to that one. So enjoy the rest of your night and talk to you soon. Bye bye.